the Raspberry Pi 5, and Arduino. If you're learning electronics, these two names are everywhere. Here's the thing, they're not competitors. The Pi 5 is a full Linux computer. Arduino is a simpler microcontroller built for one task at a time. Together, they cover almost anything you'd want to build. Let's start with the Pi. To set up your Pi 5, you need a USB-C power supply, a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, and Raspberry Pi Imager on your computer. In Imager, select Pi 5, choose Raspberry Pi OS 64-bit. Pick your SD card. Pro tip, click the settings gear and set your Wi-Fi and username before you flash. Insert the card, plug in power, and within a minute you're at the desktop. Once booted, you get a full desktop and access to the 40-pin GPIO header, the physical connector for sensors, LEDs, and motors, all controllable with Python. So what can you build? Pi-hole blocks ads network-wide. RetroPie turns it into a gaming console. Jellyfin streams your media library. A weather station reads temperature. Home Assistant automates your smart home. A NAS shares files. WireGuard gives you a secure VPN. A web server hosts your site. Docker runs multiple services in containers, and Kodi makes it a home theater. 10 projects, all running on the Pi 5. Now, Arduino. Where the Pi runs a full operating system, Arduino is a microcontroller. It runs one program at a time with precise, reliable timing. An Arduino Uno uses an ATmega 328P chip. No OS, no desktop. You write C++ code on your computer, hit upload, and it runs instantly. That makes it perfect for real-time tasks, blinking LEDs at exact intervals, reading sensors hundreds of times a second, or controlling motors with microsecond precision. To program Arduino, use the free Arduino IDE. Write a sketch in C++, hit verify, then upload. The code burns onto the chip over USB. For projects, start with an LED blink. Add a 16 by 2 LCD to display text. Wire up a DHT11 for temperature, an ultrasonic sensor for distance, or a PIR motion detector. The code reads the sensor and lights an LED or writes to the screen instantly. That real-time feedback is why Arduino dominates robotics and physical computing. Here's the best part. PA5 and Arduino are fully compatible. Easiest method, connect them with a USB cable. The Pi sees the Arduino as a serial device and sends commands with Python's Pi serial library. For a permanent setup, wire them over UART. Connect TX to RX pins. One warning, the Pi runs at 3.3 volts, Arduino at 5 volts. Use a logic level converter to avoid damage. The Pi handles networking and data logging, while Arduino handles real-time sensor reading. Each one does what it does best. So here's the takeaway. The Raspberry Pi 5 is your general-purpose computer, perfect for servers, media centers, and complex projects. Arduino is your dedicated workhorse, ideal for real-time sensor control. The best part? You don't have to choose. Connect them together and you get the best of both worlds. That's the power of knowing both tools.